Hey guys, it's Marshall from Going Gear, and today we're going to take a look at a couple of lights from Eagletac. P20A2, P20C2, Mark II on both of those. The A2 is the 2AA version, C2 is the 2CR123 version. So let's open these up, show you what you get on the inside, go through the features, take them outside, all the regular stuff I do. So here's the A2, let's pop that out, set it to the side for just a second, show you all the stuff that you get. Holster. Some people asked me to start showing the holsters, so I'll slide the light in, show you how that looks. You can see it holds it in there, nice and secure. Nice flap that comes over the top. Attachment here to attach it to your belt or pack, however else you want. Carabiner, attachment point. Set it up however you want. So that's the sheath. You have some other stuff that comes in there as well. All kinds of accessories in this little bag. Spare parts and all kinds of stuff. So you have a lanyard, get a nice lanyard there, a glow-in-the-dark boot cap if you want to use that. This right here is if you want to use it as a tail standing light. You can see by default the switch protrudes just slightly, so you can pop this on there. You can actually put it on either way. The better way to put it on is this way. It holds on there more securely, but I'm lazy and it's kind of hard to get off, so I'll just show you real quick that you can put it on that way and it'll tail stand for you if you do that. So pop that off. You can remove the clip if you want, but it comes with it on there by default. Other stuff you get in there. This is the piece for the lanyard attachment. A couple spare O-rings, and one thing that's kind of cool. You don't see this from a lot of companies. Well, you don't see a lot of that stuff from a lot of companies, but they actually give you a diffuser that goes on the light. So this guy right here, unscrew the bezel, stainless steel bezel. And this diffuser, if I can get the threads right, just screws right onto the front. And I'll show you what that does here in just a second. I have a red filter as well. We'll play with them both. So alright, there is the A2. I'm going to shove all that stuff out of the way for now. And do the same thing for the C2. We're just going to pull it out because you get all the same accessories. So all the same stuff in there as you saw with the A2. So there's the two lights. You can see the size difference. The body of the C2 is going to be a little bit wider because CR123s are a little bit wider. But of course it's going to be shorter because CR123s are shorter. Alright, A2. Let's pop open the back. Stick a couple of rechargeable AA's in there. And since people always ask, no, you can't use two 14500s in here, too high of a voltage. Switch on the back, lightly press it, you get momentary activation. Click it all the way for constant on. And you can see as long as you're just using that switch in the back, no mode changing on you at all. Now if you do want to switch modes, you have the head up here. When the head is tightened, it's in the turbo mode. Loosen the head and it'll drop into a lower output. Loosen and tighten the head quickly and it'll switch between the different modes. So you have strobe, kind of a beacon flashing mode. There's your SOS, and then your low output again. So you can just quickly switch between all the different ones and then tighten the head back and it'll go back into that max output. Same interface on the P20C2. Let's go and throw a couple batteries in there. Got a couple of the Eagletac CR123s. Slide those in there. I personally like CR123s. I know they can be kind of hard to get and a little bit more expensive. I like the higher output in the smaller package. That's just a personal preference. So you can see same kind of interface, momentary switch, constant on. Loosen the head for the lower output, and then you have all the same hidden modes if you do the loosen and tighten stuff. Alright, the filters that I was showing you earlier, let's take that bezel off, screw the diffuser, and again this is the one that comes with the light, so the diffuser comes with it. You can see it really spreads the light out. It's kind of nice for outdoor kind of use, up close stuff where you're reading or anything like that, where you don't want a focus hotspot. The diffuser is really great for that. And then let's take that off. And knowing my camera, this is probably not going to look like red at all, judging from the last video I did, where it did not look like red at all. Yeah, it doesn't look like red at all. Let's see if we can play with the exposure real quick. There you go. There's your red. And blue and green are also available. I don't have those with me right now, but you can get blue and green filters from us as well. So that's the red. Diffuser comes with it. The other filters are optional. And those are the lights. We're going to go and put these back together, take them outside, and I'll show you how all these lights do outside. Okay, we're out here with the P20A2 and P20C2. Got the big 40 mag light that I always use. Let's go ahead and try that one out first. See how it does. There's a little bush, 15 feet. Tree out there at 100 feet. Alright, let's see how the other two lights do in comparison to that. There's your P20A2 on high. You can see 2 AA batteries versus 4 Ds, how much more light you get just because it's a modern light with modern LEDs. Or LED. There's just one in there. Alright, let's zoom in. You can see the tree a little bit better, how well it lights it up. And of course it lights up the yard as well around it. The spill's good for probably a good 30-40 yards. We'll drop it into the lower output just so you can see that real quick. Not going to go through all the modes, but there's the lower general mode. You can see that it still lights up everything really well. Alright, here is the P20C2. There you go, even more light coming out of that one. Higher output, brighter hotspot, all that fun stuff. Let's zoom in, you can see that a little bit better. So, no details are missed on that tree or anything else around it. Great spill on this one. Lights up everything really, really well. And we'll drop it to the lower output so you can see still does pretty well at the lower output. This one, we'll zoom in on that. You can see the tree is still lit up perfectly. So you can see all the details on it. Obviously not as well when it's like that, but it still does pretty well. So there you go. That is the Eagletac P20A2 and P20C2. If you like them, you can get them from us at goinggear.com. If you like the video, be sure to subscribe. We do stuff like this all the time. And if you have any questions or comments, you can reach us in the comments or at goinggear.com. Okay, before we actually leave, I forgot to show you the filter and diffuser and how they work. So here is the P20C2. Nothing on it. Put that diffuser on. You can see, just smooths everything out. I really like these. I think they're great for doing especially up close stuff. Or if you want to just light up a wide area in front of you, it takes and just spreads that beam out. Even better than normal, but of course you lose a lot of the throw. As you can see when I pull it off, you can see how much brighter the hotspot gets. So we'll put a filter on there, show you what the filter does. So there's a red filter. Turns everything red, just to give you an idea. And of course the red, or the blue and the green, going to do the same thing, but different colors. Okay, that's it for real now.